Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to sunny Southwest Florida. This is a day in the life with a commercial diver. On today's job, I'm swapping out the props on a 2019 Carver C40. And out of all of my customer vessels, this is actually my favorite one. I've had the pleasure of captaining this vessel on delivery for the customer while they've been out of state. And it's got twin Cummins diesels, it's got a bow thruster, joystick docking, and it's just beautiful. It's an absolute dream boat, peach of a thing. So to the prop swap, I've already gone ahead and pulled the cotter pins, lock the props with a 2x4, and then use roughly a 2-foot long wrench to crack the prop nuts. Whilst you're there, undo the jam nut about 3 to 4 turns, but leave it on the shaft so that when the prop pops, it's retained on the shaft. So once you've done all that, you'll be at this point where I am now, and I've got the puller in place. It's threaded through the prop blades. Make sure the keyway is facing down and that the U of the forward side of the puller is hanging over the shaft so that the open area is also in the downward position. That way the key won't hang up on the puller. And then, put the 2x4 back in, lock the blades, and then at this point you can kind of give it hell. These turns are roughly 250 pounds of pressure, so you do have to kind of wrench on it pretty dang hard. But keep at it. Eventually it will pop, just like that. It did right there. And at that point you're good to go. So that's when you get paid. We've got a saying in the industry, it's called no pop, no pay. So if you go to a vessel and you spend multiple days on it, 3 days, like I have on a set of, I think they were like 46-inch props with a 10-ton press, and they just wouldn't pop. That's money and time wasted. You don't get paid. But 24-inch prop, you should have no real problem with this. I'm personally super experienced at this. I do these all the time. So they price out at $11 on the inch. For a 24-inch prop, that's $264. For 2 of them, it's $528, and that's to take them off, and another $528 to put them back on, for a grand total of $1056. As an experienced diver, you should be able to get through that in around 2 hours. If you're not experienced, or you're just slow, that can take you all day, or like I said, can take you multiple days. With that, the risk is on you when you get into one of these jobs. Here I'm using a 100-pound lift bag. You would have seen that I rotated the prop so that the keyway moved from the bottom so that it was now facing up, so that when I pull that prop off the shaft, the key will be retained in the keyway and not sent to the bottom. If you're going to use one of these bags, go ahead and clean the underside of the hull where the bag will make contact, because if you have barnacles there and you put 100 pounds of pressure in it and then drag the bag, it will put a hole in it, which you don't want. And then here, you can see I shimmy the prop and leave the keyway in the shaft. Perfect, which is what you want. Once you got that, you can just swing that prop out. I'm using a chain and a D-shackle here. When I put props on, especially when they've got a nice coating, like a prop speed, I'll be using a synthetic line with some with a bow line in it, just so that it's not an abrasive connection to the prop, so that it doesn't disrupt the coating. All right, and then that's pretty much it. This will go to our friends at General Prop. They do props, shafts, cutlasses, all that sort of stuff. They repair them, weld them, scan prop them, they balance them, and I've got another set now to put back on. So literally the downtime for this customer in swapping these out was 2 hours, or less than 2 hours, and they're ready to rock and roll while these ones go get repaired. Thanks guys. That was a day in the life commercial diver on a 2019 Carver C40. All right, you.